We live in a world obsessed with beauty. Perfect faces, flawless bodies, glowing skin, as if being beautiful is the only way to be seen. But here's the truth most people forget: attractiveness has very little to do with how you look, and everything to do with how you make people feel. Because real beauty isn't a filter, it's an energy. It's confidence, kindness, and the quiet strength of someone who knows who they are. 1. Embracing your unique beauty. There was a time I believed I wasn't pretty enough. Not tall enough, not thin enough, not young enough. I kept comparing myself to others, until I realized, beauty isn't a competition. True attractiveness comes from authenticity. From showing up as your real self with all your quirks, flaws, and scars and saying, "This is me." Because beauty is subjective. Different cultures, different people, different hearts, each one sees beauty in its own way. What never goes out of style is inner radiance, the glow that comes from being kind, grateful, and genuine. Maria, 52, once felt invisible. She thought beauty was something only others had. But after joining a confidence workshop, she started showing up as her authentic self and people noticed. "When I stopped pretending," she said, "I became more attractive than I ever imagined." So stand in front of the mirror. Find 3 things you love about yourself: your smile, your laugh, your patience, your humor. And repeat them to yourself every day until you start believing it. 2. Confidence. The most attractive trait. Confidence is magnetic. It's the reason some people walk into a room and immediately draw attention, not because they're the most beautiful, but because they believe they belong there. Confidence is the sound of your inner voice saying, "I am enough." It's not arrogance. It's peace. It's walking with your shoulders back, holding eye contact, smiling with assurance even when you're still learning to love yourself. Janet, 49, used to think she wasn't attractive enough for love. Then one day, a friend told her, "You have this strength and independence people admire." That moment changed everything. She realized her confidence, not her looks, was what made her unforgettable. So each morning, stand tall. Repeat 3 affirmations that remind you of your worth. Wear something that makes you feel alive. Because when you feel good about yourself, the world mirrors that back to you. 3. Enhancing your natural features. You don't need to change who you are, you just need to take care of what's already beautiful. Healthy skin isn't vanity, it's self-care. A fresh haircut, a soft lipstick, a comfortable outfit, these are love letters to yourself. Diane, 44, used to hide behind makeup. Then she found a skincare routine that made her glow naturally. "When I saw my skin come alive," she said, "I realized I didn't need heavy makeup to feel beautiful." So build a beauty ritual, not to impress others, but to remind yourself that you matter. Because self-care isn't selfish. It's sacred. 4. Cultivating a positive mindset. Your mindset shapes how others see you. When you walk in gratitude, you radiate peace. When you embrace your imperfections, you radiate strength. Rosie, 50, used to hate the lines on her face. Until one day she said, "These lines tell the story of my life, the laughter, the love, the lessons." And suddenly, those same lines became her light. So start your gratitude journal. List 3 things you love about yourself every day. Learn to talk to yourself like someone you love. Because the more compassion you give to yourself, the more beauty you project to the world. 5. Attractiveness is more than looks. At the end of the day, the most attractive people aren't the most perfect, they're the most present. They listen. They care. They make others feel seen. Carol, 47, used to focus only on her looks. But when she started practicing empathy, listening more, judging less, her relationships changed. "When I began caring deeply," she said, "people were drawn to me in ways they never were before." That's what true beauty does. It connects. It heals. It leaves a lasting impression long after the face is forgotten. Closing thoughts. Attractiveness isn't about chasing standards, it's about shining in your own. When you're kind, you're magnetic. When you're confident, you're luminous. When you're authentic, you're unforgettable. Your most beautiful feature isn't your face, your body, or your style. It's your authentic self. Because when you shine from within, you draw people who see you not for how you look, but for who you truly are.